Hey, what's going on, guys? Here to give my thoughts on the Wolverine trailer, or trailers, I should say, because there's like two versions of the trailer. There's like an action-packed one, and then the other one is more like a story trailer. So, uh, you know, Fox slash Sony still has a lot of Marvel properties, and with X-Men First Class, I think they really did a good job of revitalizing the X-Men franchise, because before that we had Wolverine Origins, which was really, really bad, and we had X-Men 3, which is really, really bad. And First Class kind of retconned that and they made something new out of it. So I was really curious as to what, the Wolverine was going to be, how it's going to be, and the tone of it and everything like that. I was looking online for a while. Hugh Jackman said that this is probably going to be his last role as playing Logan slash Wolverine, but I highly doubt that because Wolverine is still a pretty viable character, or I should say, a pretty popular character, and I just don't see him giving up that role. It's kind of the role that got him really popular. I mean, Hugh Jackman before that, I wouldn't say he was that big, but now he's very much known for the X-Men franchise as playing Wolverine. And another thing that had me pique my interest about this is going to be based on the Frank Miller stuff. The stuff with Silver Samurai, the Japan storyline. So I'm like, ooh, that sounds interesting. And so yeah, the trailer. Let me talk about the trailer first. Mainly the action-packed trailer. The trailer looks good, but my only problem is that some of the special effects look really, really. I don't know if it's finished footage or if it's finished special effects or whatnot, but it looks really, really fake. But that's just something that's becoming a norm in movies now. Like, that's becoming like the norm in terms of like cinema in general. Like, everything is being replaced with real props and stuff like that. Now they're using, CGI. Everything is just CGI now, except the actors themselves, which is, I don't know how to. I mean, it's really sad that it's come to that, but yeah, I guess it's easier to do green screens and then, just put the special effects in the back of that in the finished product. But yeah, one thing I was hoping that they would do with this, as opposed to the other X-Men films, is add some martial arts to Wolverine. Wolverine is supposed to be this really good martial artist and stuff like that. Although in the comics, even now, he just uses his claws to do his talking for him, or he just goes berserk and he just goes wild on his enemies. But I want to see in this movie, in particular, since it takes place in Japan, I want to see a lot of fighting skill feats for Wolverine slash Logan, because like I said, in this arc, he's supposed to be known as a great martial artist and stuff like that, and they really didn't do a good job of showing that off in Origins. Well, they didn't do a good job with pretty much anything in that movie, but I really want to see some really well done choreographed martial arts scenes. We did see some stuff where he's using like a katana, which is awesome, and we got some glimpses of Silver Samurai, which I really hope that he's going to be in like the full Silver Samurai look. Like, it's not going to be like some Hollywoodized version of it or a bastardized version of it. I really hope that they take that look and just apply it to the movie. Just go crazy with it. That's another thing a lot of people are bitching about, is he doesn't have a costume. Like, he never wears a costume, which I can understand. But truth be told, I don't think we're ever going to get to a point in a Wolverine movie franchise where we're going to see costumes for Wolverine. At least not the yellow costume. They might go with like the X-Force. If they decided to do like an X-Force movie, we might see the X-Force costume that he uses, which I actually think would be fitting for this film, considering, you look at the posters, they kind of have that, like silver, black, kind of feel to it, which is, the color scheme that they use for the X-Force costume for Logan. So yeah, they can incorporate costumes. I just don't think they're gonna do it as long as Hugh Jackman is over the franchise. Maybe I don't think they're gonna do it, But the no costume thing doesn't bother me. What does bother me is that they keep using the same look. Like he's got the for a lack of better term, he has the wife beater shirt and and what looks like the same jeans and stuff like that. I mean, the hair looks cool. I mean, he's got the hair down. He looks like Logan. He's buff and all that. But yeah, the no costume thing doesn't bother me that much because I wouldn't say that they're going for a realistic tone because none of these movies have honestly been realistic. They may have been more relatable, but I wouldn't say they've been realistic. They wanted to make it appeal to the audience more. And we now know with the Avengers and stuff like that, that costumes are not a problem. People like costumes because Avengers proved that. So yeah, it's tipsy. I'm tipsy topsy with that. Doesn't bother me that much. But yeah, I do want to see some martial arts with Logan. Uh, Honestly, I just want to see a rated R Wolverine movie. That's what I really want to see. We did see some glimpses of blood. Maybe they're gonna be like some blood drops in the movie, but since it's PG-13, I highly doubt that. Wolverine is another one of those characters that really isn't made for PG-13. He's a rated R character. Uh, he's just not made for the he's like the Punisher or any other rated R character. Same thing with Ghost Rider. But yeah, I just want to see a rated R film. But if we're not gonna get that, at least I want to see some blood drops in here. I do want to see some type of blood being spilled. The guy he's a killer. You know, uh, Let him kill. Let him do what he does best. As his old saying goes. You know, uh, so that's pretty much the gist of how I feel about this. Another thing I want in this is to really get in depth into Logan's character. Um they've done the X-Men films have really just been Wolverine movies, but I really want them to go in depth with Logan's character. I really want them to explore something they haven't really explored, which it looks like they're going with, because the whole theme of this movie seems to be about immortality and Logan being immortal and how being immortal isn't always isn't sorry, I'm messing up here. How being immortal isn't necessarily a good thing. It's probably more of a bad thing. And now it looks like he's going to get the opportunity to be mortal. And as the one of the taglines in the trailer was, you know, when he's not immortal, that's when he's the most dangerous, and that makes a lot of sense if you think about it. When a rabid dog is hurt, he is dangerous. He's more dangerous than he usually is because he's desperate and he doesn't have that casuality of being immortal. He now knows what it feels like to be mortal, to be one of us, to be killed. So that's going to be interesting when they explore that in the films. And I'm trying to think of anything else. I really don't want any cameos in this film from any other like X-Men character or like X-Force character or anything like that. I just want Logan. Leave the other stuff alone. You can have Wolverine cameo in the X-Men films. That's fine. I'm hearing he's going to be in Days of Future Past, which is cool. But this is a Wolverine movie. It's Logan, Patch, whatever you want to call him. Just leave it to him. Focus the story around him as a character. So other than that, yeah, I really don't have much else to say. I really hope this movie does well. Wolverine is a beloved character of mine. I really hope that they can at least, get this character back up to status with good movies instead of what they've been doing with him recently. Like I said, pre First Class. So, and I know a lot of people were talking about years back that he was so exposed in comic books, but you look at it now, he's not so overexposed anymore. He's kind of becoming the Wolverine, at least in the comics, that I used to like. Where he wasn't everywhere in every book. He was just kind of that cool guy you knew from the X-Men franchise that everybody likes. And he is a character that you can really delve deep into. You know, you can really do some really interesting things with Logan because he is such a human character, personality wise, and all of that. All right, bloody days, gory nights. Catch you guys later. What do you guys think about the Wolverine trailer? Video responses and comments are welcome as always. Peace.